The threat of wildfires hitting Washington early this year, and right now level 3 evacuation orders are in place near Cle Elum as crews battle the Red Bridge fire. It broke out yesterday, and right now it sits around 44 acres. The fire has damaged 2 structures so far, and a vast majority of wildfires are human caused, and this one is no different. That fire could be a predictor that this wildfire season has the potential to be explosive.
State experts say the landscapes are dangerously dry, which increases fire risks, including before summer. Fox 13's Frankie Thompson spoke with our state's DNR about the growing concerns here.
Caution is the word of the day and motto all summer. DNR officials say they cannot stress enough how important it is for all of us to use fire responsibly, as more than 90% of wildfires in our state are caused by humans.
Please make sure that you help us keep those sparks off the landscape.
Protecting Washington's land from wildfires is now a higher priority. As hotter temperatures are rising earlier than usual, so is the threat of wildfires across the state.
Where we have extremely hot and extremely dry conditions, typically we will see somewhat of a moderate ramp up into fire season, but we are in the season now, and those fires are starting to materialize on the landscape.
The Department of Natural Resources says growing drought conditions is also increasing the risk because it can dry out vegetation, which fuels the fire. And when people aren't careful, the DNR says most wildfires are started by human error.
It's an unattended campfire. It's an inappropriately ignited burn pile or a burn pile that was possibly done in conditions that were too windy or too dry. Of course, during the 4th of July and around that time, it's fireworks. Any cause that you would think where humans can start a fire, those sparks can get on the landscape.
Protecting the landscape could face a challenge this season. Dave Upthegrove, Commissioner of Public Lands, says the governor signed a state budget which cut funding in half for wildfire prevention, readiness, and response. Upthegrove saying in a statement, now is not the time to cut back on our ability to protect our state's lands, forests, and communities from the restless and rising threats of wildfires. Despite those budget changes, the DNR says it has everything it needs to fight fires within its jurisdiction.
We are well prepared for the exercise of any mutual aid agreements we would have with our fire district partners and local fire resources.
But those firefighters need help protecting the land, urging all people to be responsible this wildfire season.
Our word of caution to everyone is help your firefighters by keeping those sparks off the landscape when it's this hot and this dry.
Fire officials say it's not too late to create a defensible space around your properties, especially for those who live and work in the wildland-urban interface. That protection includes removing dry brush and dead vegetation leaning on and around the property. Frankie Thompson, Fox 13 News.